Everyone has pet peeves. My wife Darcy hates it when I slurp anything. Now, I'm not gross, but when I drink from a soda can, I generally will slurp up the soda that pools at the top of the can, right? Who's with me? When I drink out of a glass, you might occasionally hear an accidental slurp because there's airflow between the liquid and my mouth when I'm drinking. And this drives Darcy nuts. As soon as it happens, she gives me the, "Are you kidding me?" look. Like, as soon as it happens, even if it only happens for like a millisecond, I get that look. It's her pet peeve. My mom's pet peeve is the Linus and Lucy song from Charlie Brown. You know, the one that's like, da, 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 da. She drives her nuts. It absolutely drives her nuts. That was a pretty poor impression, but we're just going to go with it. I have two pet peeves. Driving over speed bumps annoys me more than anything. And visually watching someone not listen when I or someone else is talking, it's frustrating too. Have you ever been talking to someone only to realize they're not actually listening to you? Or maybe you yourself have dropped the ball on listening before? Like I said, it's my pet peeve, but we've all been there. You're halfway through a conversation before you realize that you have no idea what the other person has been saying for minutes. It's a pretty awkward position to be in because you inadvertently checked out, and as a result, you've missed a large chunk of the conversation. So there was this Greek philosopher, his name was Epictetus, who once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Doesn't that sound so much more eloquent than what our parents and teachers used to say? You know, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listening is so much more of an important skill than talking is. And yes, it is a skill. Just like talking, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Which is exactly why James said, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry in James chapter 1, verse 19. We should be rushing to listen. We should be jumping at opportunities to listen. When you hear the voice of someone else, you should immediately tune your attention to that voice. And you might say, "I don't know, Austin, that sounds a bit extreme." Well, I won't lie to you. It takes a certain level of maturity to actively listen to someone else. It takes a specific level of commitment. It takes a desire to improve upon it as a skill. And if the commitment to that skill is not present, then yeah, it totally sounds extreme. And the same thing goes for speaking. We should not be speaking as quickly as we should be listening. In fact, if on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the slowest and 10 being the fastest, then listening should be a 10 and speaking should be a 1. It's more important to listen to the thoughts and opinions of others than it is to share your own. Are both thoughts and opinions important? Absolutely. But one is more important than the other, which is why God designed us to have 2 ears and 1 mouth. When we practice this, when we truly and actively listen to others, we not only get the chance to show them respect, but we grow in maturity by pursuing humility ourselves as well. We lay down our right to speak so that someone else can be heard. Quickening your ears and slowing down your lips will help you pay better attention to the effect that you have on your family. So today, as you find yourself in conversation with them, just practice active listening. Remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak.